Who's that handsome devil who's going to be 73? 72 tomorrow.
If I told you that I knew someone who was intentionally trying to drink himself to death, how would you respond to that?
I'd say it's probably not the most efficient way to check out of this life, but I think it would be great, because once you've made that decision that there's nobody to pay when it's over, it can be like probably the best drunk you'll ever have. He should charge everything.
Sorry, gross. Sorry, it's gross you out.
Our shoot had ended early that day, so Doug, my filmmaking partner, and I stopped off at a local pub to have a drink. There we met Jay Presley. He was utterly intoxicated, and he was slurring the vast majority of his words. Jay noticed our camera gear and told us that he too was a filmmaker. We were skeptical, so we asked him if he was currently working on any projects. His answer was unforgettable. "Trying to kill myself," he said. Intrigued, I motioned to Doug to take out the camera, and at that very moment, we began making this film.
I'm choosing to drink as my sort. I am choosing alcohol as my poison. I don't want to hurt other people. This way I can do it naturally, and I'll end up in the coroner's office. When you're a filmmaker and a young filmmaker, you dream big. You never expect that. I mean, you always think that your film will be the one that the world loves. There's big movies, and then you have like a 3,000 screen release at the theaters, and it's everybody, millions of dollars of promotion, and that's what you dream about. Can you imagine your movie having all that? To an extent, you mock those direct-to-video releases, I didn't make a movie ever thinking that it would end up on the small screen or on a television. Now I'd give my left nut for someone to see it on TV. Any of my films.
Have any of them ever been on TV?
No. As a matter of fact, I give both my nuts.
Jay told us there were obviously many things he would miss when his journey was complete. Exercise was not one of them.
Tell us about your films.
My films, my first film was a autobiographical film about trying to finance a movie, and it starred Joe Namath.
Jack, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks a lot for seeing me, Mr. Galbraith. I really appreciate it.
It's Dwight. Come on in.
All right.
He was a great actor, great guy to work with, and made that about 10 years ago. And then my second film was called Shoot, Swing, Lie, I think is the title. Ooh. And it is stars Lane Smith.
Shit. Lisa, tell him I'm tied up in a meeting, okay? Son of a bitch. How can he hold if I'm tied up in a meeting? Just tell him to call back later.
Then I did a comedy most recently, He's Got Issues. What's the matter? Did I do something?
Oh, God.
Are you? Did I do something wrong or?
I was someone else.
What?
I was someone else.
Oh. Is there anything I can?
Could you go? I just.
No, I understand.
I just gotta think about things.
This is my place. That's it. And none of them have had a theatrical release.
Is that why you consider yourself a failure?
Not because of that, but...
What would it take for you to feel successful as a filmmaker?
Money, would be the answer.
So you measure your success by money?
By the size of my budgets. Yeah. I measure my success by the size of my budget. If the next film is a big budget or bigger than the one before, then that's success.
I remember how excited he was when he called me from a payphone. He had just received his first check, and that enabled him to make his first film.
I was always a go-getter, I guess I was raised that if you slept in, you were a lazy bum. That's kind of how my mother raised me. And I always, even to this day, I feel guilt when I sleep late, you know what I mean? Look at this fella. Anyway, I feel guilty when I sleep late because it's been embedded in my psyche that if you sleep late, you're a lazy son of a bitch. To this day, I always wake up, make my bed, and put my shoes on. Is that weird? I don't know why
There's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather. You have nice eye sockets.
They're dark.
You really know how to take a compliment. Will you watch my drink? Thank you.
There's none of it left.
What are your first impressions of him?
He's a little crazy.
Did you have a sip? I'll take that as a no.
Kind of funny.
I said I call people up and they tell me they can't meet me. And I don't know if it's because I'm drunk or because they don't like me or because they...
Are they real people?
Yeah, they're real. That's cold.
He's a little scary.
Someday my prince will come. Thank you.
If he were less intoxicated, would you be more likely to be attracted to him?
Girl, that...
I don't know. That's a mess. I'm over that. I'm over like fixing people and I don't know. God bless them. You know.
Something tells me I'm into something good. Fucking hammered. Fresh air makes me feel better.
Think this is the best way to go about it?
To throw up?
No, to kill yourself.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot less painful ways.
Did you ever try to get your movies into film festivals?
Film festivals?
Yeah.
One of the women that is in my film, her boyfriend is a executive vice president of a prominent film company. He came to my one of the screenings, and he pulled me aside after the screening. He said, "I really loved your film. My God, it was so funny." Ha ha ha! Oh, how I laughed. That's what he said. He asked me, "Have you, applied to any film festivals?" And I said, "Yeah, I applied. Well, most recently I applied to the Film Festival, which is right here in New York." He goes, "I tell you what, I'm glad you said that because I know the director of the Film Festival. He goes, "I'm going to give him a call tomorrow. He's got to put you in the lineup." Next thing I know, I get a letter in the mail, and so I open the letter, and it's from the Film Festival, and it says, "Dear Jay, we recently received your application for your film, and as much as we enjoyed your film and thought it was very creative and clever, it just doesn't fit into our scheduling for this year's festival. Signed, Peter so-and-so, director of the Film Festival." Well, that's on Thursday. Friday comes, I get a phone call from my friend at the very famous production company. He calls me up, he said, "I just got off the phone with Peter. He says he's never heard of your movie." Look at these two dogs, they're smelling each other's ass. If it was only that simple. Come here, boy. See, they don't even come to me. Who's that hot blonde over there? I'm just a man. After all, I'm just a man. I have been drinking a lot of alcohol. I mean, I've been drinking in parks and public places. I'm blind drunk. Only in America. I feel like a new man.
You can almost get arrested for that in this town.
Exactly, and yet I got away with it. So here I am, a person that peed in public. I go to a bar to get more intoxicated. I meet a beautiful young lady.
We just fell into each other's laps.
My God, I can't believe it. Like, that's the shit I want to fucking pull on you, but yet you're saying it to me.
Do you not think that women have needs and desires?
Yes, but why for me?
Kiss me and shut up.
Oh.
Well, okay, it's been a pleasure.
Has it really?
Well, yeah, up until the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a major letdown.
For you personally?
Well, obviously, but I feel like you all of a sudden, like, it went from somebody who liked me, who cared about me, who like was into me, to somebody that
Suddenly lost interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens. Women.
That's
it's a woman's prerogative.
That's
to change
what.
your mind.
That is so well said. I swear to God.
The moment was there. The moment is lost, and here we are.
Can I do anything to recapture the moment?
I don't think you can.
I figured.
Best of luck to you.
Don't leave. I'll never be whole.
When we last saw you, you were with that gal. Do you remember that gal?
Not really, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't want to be a jerk, but I remember meeting a girl at a bar last night, but that's all I remember. She liked me. I think she really liked me.
I think she said she was an aspiring actress.
She was an actress. Did I tell her that I was a director?
Yeah, you did. I remember you telling her that you could help her out.
I'd love to say I didn't say that, but I'm sure I did. I don't know. Obviously, she didn't come home with me, so what's the difference?
Listen, I knew what the kid was doing was bad for him, that he was hurting himself, but I was there to shoot it. I figured after a couple of days, he'd stop and get on with his life. But he never did.
Oh, sorry, mio. La, 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 la.
To support himself between film projects, Jay worked as a bartender at a small Mexican cafe. In his tenure, it's believed that he poured over 85,000 margaritas.
When Jay was a little guy, he used to take all his friends up to his bedroom, and he had this little blue lamb, Lammy, he called it. And he'd place the little blue lamb on his bed, and he'd start to operate, and all the kids would gather around, and he'd perform the operation. I really thought he was going to be a surgeon.
It's funny. I don't have any fallback career. I always I'm too old to be a professional baseball or football player.
Green 27! Green 27! Hut! Hut, hut, hut! Three!
He takes the snap. He's back in the pocket. He's rolling right. He's got two men wide open on the right side of the field, and he's throwing left. It's a high, arching, wounded duck pass. That's intercepted by number 34, Kevin Hollier. Bob, that was yet another horrendous pass by young Jack Anthony. Boy, was it ever. Bob, I got to tell you about the young man. He's not much of a quarterback, but got one hell of a head of hair. gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Those were my fallback careers, professional athlete. Anyway, but
So
no.
did you get paid for playing anything?
Oh boy, no, I haven't gotten paid for playing anything, but if playing with myself were a sport, I'm sure I could get a sponsor. Tequila.
Is it possible to tell how long it would take someone to drink themselves to death?
Boy, it's a very tough question. It's different for every person. For someone to drink themselves to death, that means that their liver has failed. For some people, that can happen in a very short period of time. For others, it can be more gradual over years of abuse.
Oh.
Do you still want to go through with this?
Gotta do it.
What if someone drinks every day to the point of blackout for at least a month? Is that going to cause a problem?
Absolutely, that's going to cause a problem. Whether someone's drinking for years or drinking an excessive amount in a short period of time, it's going to lead to problems with their health. What I do know is that if someone's drinking in this pattern, you know that they need to get help immediately.
Cops. We're fucked. Here's to quitting a business that has raped my soul.
Sweet.
So, how did you and Jay meet?
I met Jay in a restaurant, had to be 10 years ago. I was working as a waiter there. He was a bartender. You know, seemed like an easygoing guy, good guy to talk to. You know, we went out one night and had a few beers and, you know, became really good friends after that.
I was wondering, like if you did jump out like a bridge or a building or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you pass out from fear before
No.
you hit the bottom.
I ain't afraid of shit. How would I possibly?
Probably because you'd be drunk too. And
How would I possibly pass out when I ain't afraid of nothing?
So, you and Jay were primarily drinking buddies?
Yeah, we had a drink every now and then.
This is going to knock Farley here into the snow. Here's Farley. When I take him outside, he'll be all snowy. Because I'm going to use this to knock his ass into the snow.
Yeah, well, the only thing Uncle Jay's going to see is stars. But I do have to admit, there's a lot of shit that you just don't like.
I don't.
I know.
Yeah, and you like it?
No, I'm just saying, but like people do look at you as a filmmaker and they say,
Yeah, but I'm just
well,
a
he doesn't
jack.
like anything because he makes movies and he's jealous. It's the same way with me being in a band. Like if someone says, what do you think of this band? I'm like, I think they suck. Oh, you're just opinion because you got your own band. And it's the same thing, man. So
Right, but
it doesn't matter what they think.
But the difference is, in your case, you are a jealous prick.
Do you have resentment toward Hollywood?
Toward Hollywood? I have no gripes toward Hollywood. What?
It's never been there.
I laugh because it hurts.
Hey, buddy, don't touch the girls.
How do you feel about all of this?
It's sad. I really enjoyed his movies. And I could tell he genuinely enjoyed my music. We never had to blow smoke up each other's asses to prove that. I'm really gonna miss him.
Here's to you. I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. And if I die tonight, it's been an average life. Nothing great, probably a waste of time.
What kinds of things have you done to try to get your films made?
To get my films made? One time I sold my car for film stock. I got $4,000 for my car. I bought like 8,000-foot 35mm rolls. This is a long time ago. And, you know, I made the movie. It didn't make me any money, so I lost the $4,000 in the car. I did buy a bicycle, so I wasn't totally stupid. I bought a Huffy with it.
Yes, we have a 90-minute digital video project that we want to blow up to a 35mm print so we can show it in a movie theater. How much would that cost?
How much would it cost to rent a 35mm motion picture camera?
We have a beer truck in our film and the logo is visible. Do we need a clearance on that?
We'd like to use the song Get This Party Started by Pink in a scene in our film.
I need to get a price.
I need to get a price.
How much would that cost?
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 Really?
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Who could afford that?
Who can afford that?
You know that for some people, the thought of suicide never even crosses their mind. Can you believe that?
Have you ever thought of committing suicide?
Not for the last 30 years.
No, never.
No.
I have, but not seriously.
I think everyone has.
No.
Nope. Yes, as a child.
I never thought of killing myself. Not really.
Life deals you whatever you get, so you take the good with the bad, I guess.
I was raised to believe that suicide is a sin.
The irony of how I was raised is that I was raised kind of a Catholic upbringing, but my parents were divorced, which is against Catholicism. So with that in mind, you know, and my priest was the priest that, my childhood priest was the priest that started the whole Catholic priest molestation. Father Gagan. And you know what? The son of a bitch never hit on me. So that pisses me off because it gives me another complex. You know, I was a little chunky, but what's the big deal? The truth is, why didn't he hit on me so I could sue for about $40 million and then make my film?
So we pray, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be.
Did you ever have any meaningful relationships?
Well, I've been in love before, but... and I've had, you know, long-term relationships with
a couple of women. But as far as meaningful goes, you'd have to ask them.
How long were you and Jay together?
We dated for about 2 years, and most of the time it was really, really good times. But then, obviously, towards the end, there were some bad times also.
While you were together, how many of his films were you in?
I did Shoot, Swing, Lie when we were still dating, and then I did He's Got Issues about 18 months after we broke up.
So tell me honestly, do you think any less of me?
Absolutely not.
Well, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you not judging me.
Don't mention it. Be sure to save me a copy of the test when it's my turn to take it.
How did you rate Jay as a director?
First of all, let me say he was excellent. He was very take charge on the set, and he was a very hands-on director, which personally, as an actress, I prefer.
I'm in the shot, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you want to be in the shot, don't you?
No, I can't be in the shot. This is her ass.
He wants to come
into the shot.
All right.
You want to come
I gotta come in like that. That's the gag is.
Right, I know.
Yeah, but you want to still see a part of her ass, don't you? How are we?
Yeah, but there's her ass.
Right.
If you can see me biting it, then that's wrong.
All right.
Okay, then we won't see
Right
your ass
there.
then.
All right.
You want to see your ass or not?
You wanted to see the
part
right here?
Right
That's
there.
what you see.
Okay, there we go.
All right, that's fine. So we don't see your mouth and her ass.
So which film do you personally prefer? Shoot, Swing, Lie or He's Got Issues?
No, I can't answer that. Okay, but I will say this. I think probably because we weren't dating, He's Got Issues was a more freeing experience.
Would you just calm down for a second? Would you take it easy?
Choke me!
Why do you think the relationship didn't work out?
No real reason. We were just two people way too stressed out with our careers at the time. We thought it was better to just be friends. It's sad, you know?
How?
Because I really thought that we would work together again someday. And now, it's terrible. Sorry.
Whenever I would complain, my ex-girlfriends would say, "Hey Jay, you picked the arts, so what do you expect?" You know? And I would say, "What do you mean by that?" And they'd say, "You picked the arts, you can't expect to be like successful and living a 9-to-5 living." And I'd be like, I didn't pick the arts picked me, you know? I am who I am. I can't help that I'm an artist or trying to be an artist, whether I'm accepted as an artist or not. But they'd be like, "You picked the arts didn't pick you." No, you're wrong. The arts picked me. And of course, I'm not with them anymore. Or should I say, I'm not with them anymore. They left me.
When did you paint it?
When I was in high school, I think I was 17 when I painted it.
Do you ever think that you might have always just been depressed? Not just now, but always?
I don't know, maybe that's true. I don't know, that's sad to think about. But it's like my self-portrait had good intentions. It wasn't, I'm just not a good artist is part of the problem. Originally I was going to be smiling and waving, and I wasn't good at painting hands or teeth. And my hair looked bad, so I put a hood on. I ended up looking like the Unabomber. That wasn't my intention. I had happier thoughts than what came out, but I guess what came out is the truth.
Hello? You know what? Let me call you back. I'm on my way to a meeting right now. Any regrets? I regret all of it, man. I've spent a lot of other people's money, and yeah, no, it's just with a producer. No, it's no big deal. I just regret it all. I regret the whole, waste of time. Yeah, no, really, I'm about to get out of the cab. I'll call you back in like 45 minutes. That's my film career, is that it was all a waste of time, but no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm done with it all, man. I'm done with it. Fuck it. No, all right, I gotta pay. I'm sorry. All right, I'll call you back. I love you. Bye. It's like people deny their depression, they deny their addiction, they deny everything, and it's like, you know what, I face it now. Right now I'm saying, you know what, I got problems. I'm a normal human being, I got problems, and I'm dealing with them my way, and my way isn't the way you like. But at least I'm dealing with them, fucking ass. See, now you got me pissed off again. You guys are like my best friends, I want to say. It's like you're my therapist, and I never had a therapist, and maybe if I had, I wouldn't be doing this. I don't know, man. I'm fucking lying to my relatives. Everybody's calling my ass. Where you been? Fuck you. I'm fucking miserable. That's where I am. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
Well, there really is no good answer. It's specific to each patient. Everyone's different. The rule that we doctors go by is called the cage rule. It's simple, but it seems to get everyone. The C stands for cut back. Does he feel like he needs to cut back on his drinking? The A stands for annoyed. Does he get annoyed when people ask him how much he drinks, how often? The G stands for guilty. Does he feel guilty the day after he drinks? Does he know he's done something wrong? And the E is the real kicker, and the E stands for eye-opener. The next day, does he have to drink in order to kill a hangover? If he does all those things, then you know he's got a real problem.
Beverly and I watched as Jay fell deeper and deeper into depression. Anxiously, we started to wonder how long he could actually keep this up.
You remember things your parental figures teach you. It's like my mom raised me, so I tend to forget all the lessons she taught me because she was there every day. But my father did teach me this. He told me one time, don't swear. Because if you swear all the time, no one will take you seriously. But if you're in a meeting or in a situation that requires you to swear and you're not known as a swearer, they'll take you seriously. And that was good advice, I thought, because one time he pulled me aside and he said, "Do you get the fucking point?" And I got the point.
Well, Jay's mom and I, we didn't agree on a lot of things. What we did agree on our children, particularly in instilling in them a strong work ethic. Work was important to us, and it was important to them. And we're very, very proud of Jay and what he did and how hard he worked. And even today, I'm still very proud of him.
I am so tired of waking up depressed in my life, and waking up with anxiety. I sit around all day, shaking my knees and bopping my feet, and I don't want that anymore. It's like, do you like my movie? Will you buy my movie? Will you sell my movie? Will you finance my next movie? Every day of my life I wake up with a pit in my stomach. Why would you want to live that way? It's
Did Jay ever talk to you about being depressed?
No, he really didn't talk about his depression specifically. I think, if anything, his emotions would come out more in the form of frustration or disappointment. And, on occasion, he would tell stories about business people that had made promises to deliver either actors or money. And then in the end, it was just another case of someone wanting to hear themselves talk.
Your deal is done. And we're all very excited. It's going to be big.
I think in the end, Jay just stopped getting his hopes up.
I've read your screenplay, and I really like it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to help you out.
Oh, you're kidding.
Ask you 4 times to be quiet. You want me to kick your ass? Produce your grandmother. Produce your grandmother and we'll give her some food. Ask you 4 times. You want to fucking fight with me right now? No, I don't. You want to fight with me right now? You're gonna talk to me and interrupt me?
You have a little bit of respect.
Respect? You want respect from me? I've asked you 4 times to be quiet, and you're hanging out the window while we're trying to do this.
Jay's brother Kurt, who co-produced all 3 of Jay's films, would not agree to an on-camera interview.
All you've done is ask for shit. That's all you've done.
What have you given me? Fucking hard.
What do I have to fucking give you? Sir.
Instead, he sent us this one-line statement saying simply, "I believe in my heart that my brother and I will one day work together again."
F you son of a bitch. Never call me anymore. Never hang out with me anymore because you're too busy. Hey, look at me. I'm Ron Martin. I have a job. I got a mortgage and a wife and a kid. Look at me. I'm so damn important. Hey, how's your mom doing? Your mom is so hot. Do me a favor and give my number to your mom and have her give me a call. God, she's hot. I just miss you, man. Suck.
That's just not the guy I knew.
New York City is the best city in the world, right? But I've lived here for 10 years. I've never been to the Statue of Liberty. I've never walked across the Brooklyn Bridge. I've never been to the Guggenheim. Nice museum, to my knowledge. I have been to Central Park. But that's the thing, when you're focused on your career, you don't do anything. But what I'd like to do today, maybe you can film it, is walk across the Brooklyn Bridge and jump the fuck off.
Doug, can you get a shot of these? Jay's sister sent them over. I think they're the storyboards for what was supposed to be his next film. They're nice, aren't they?
What's it called?
Elvis's Sandwich.
Did Jay sketch them himself?
I don't know. But judging from his self-portrait, I think I'd have to say no.
Jay had been for years chasing me to invest in his movies, so he sent me Green Visionary, and I actually finally one day sat down and watched it. Thought it was a really good movie, was actually entertained by it. So I decided I'd come in to shoot Swing Lie. Came in, for me, it was just a modest amount of money. For him, he was thrilled. He thought it was significant. He actually, I think, put together a pretty decent movie. At the end of the day, unfortunately, it was a financial failure.
Then why did you still invest in He's Got Issues?
I've made my money investing in talent. Not in movies, but I figured it's got to be the same thing. Invest in talent. I know this kid's got it. So I came in again. It's only gambling money for me. And at the end of the day, I'm glad that's all it ever was.
Excuse me, folks. My God. if there is a God.
Okay, here's one from Concord New Horizons. Dear Jay, thank you for submitting He's Got Issues for our consideration. Unfortunately, it does not meet our current distribution requirements. Best regards, Tom. Paramount Classics, thank you for submitting Green Visionary. Thanks, but no thanks. IFC, thank you for submitting Shoot, Swing, Lie. Thank you, but no thank you. New Line Cinema. Dear Jay, please forgive the months it has taken me to respond to you about your film. I finally had a chance to watch it over a holiday break. The film is well done. I enjoyed watching it after months of prodding. I apologize. Congratulations. Please feel free to contact me regarding other projects you have in the future. Sincerely, Jennifer Craig. That one doesn't even make sense. Cinema Arts Entertainment, He's Got Issues, thanks, no thanks. Outrider Pictures, Green Visionary, thanks.
In the rain, oh shit.
One night at 3 a.m, I observed Jay burst into tears as he watched reruns of old cartoons. The next day, when I asked him what he had been so upset about, he had no recollection of ever crying at all.
As an alcoholic, did you ever want to, or did you ever try to drink yourself to death?
No. I wish that I could just continue to drink and not have consequences to deal with the next morning. Hangover, sickness, blown responsibilities. But I think as long as I'm drinking and know that I can drink again the next day, I don't want to die. Life's great. It's when I stop that I want to consider a way to die. And I would never pick drinking, because once I started drinking, I'd feel great again.
Oh my God! Hello? What happened to you?
I'm okay.
You sure?
I'm okay. Just a little,
Oh my God, you're all bloody. Let me get something to wipe it up. I'll be right back.
just a little slip. Just a little slip. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, let me see. Oh my God. You look horrible.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Yet another mystery. Why does blood taste so good if it's so bad for you?
Yeah, feel better.
It doesn't even hurt.
Oh, you're so cute.
Accidents will happen. It's all good. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I don't know what this is.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Looks like somebody's bubble gum.
Now, back to the point where I hurl over other people's germs. This is probably the part in your movie where I vomit again. That's just fucking disgusting. I'm hurt real bad now. Can I have your napkin again? I'm glad that I'm just a joke to you.
I'm so sorry.
You want to say any kind of goodbye?
Not really.
Okay. Then away we go. I know this guy who picked up this woman and went home with her, and I guess she was a little on the, how shall we say, kinky side, and she had a pleasure chest. But within that pleasure chest, she had an album, and she had photographed with full erection every man she had ever slept with.
Wow. I think I banged her.
Okay, maybe we should go to the category of who wouldn't you bang?
Oh, God, the list is short.
Would you like to see a little black book of all of the people you have banged?
I wouldn't need one. It's just, like a note card.
Did I tell you I've never done a mohawk before?
No,
Oh.
neither have I. I'm just sick of the whole world. I used to make films, and I'm just sick of making films. I'm sick of trying to please the man. I'm sick of fucking making shit that people don't like. You know, if you're doing marketing, you're in advertising, right? If you were trying to advertise living in this world, how could you sell me on it, brother? Because I'm not buying. Everybody's movies are well received when they fail. Oh, it's really well received. Oh yeah, what has it done? Nothing. You know, so my movies are beyond well received.
Might as well throw in the towel.
Yeah, I'm done. Suicide is a very selfish thing. But you know what? So is success. So is depression. Everything is selfish. If you think about it. You know what I mean? It's like, so what?
Well, you can share your success and your depression with other people.
I can, but I'm just saying, being upset at someone for killing themselves is selfish too. Aha!
You got me.
I got you.
You got me.
And on that note, I'll have another swig.
He didn't bother me at all. In fact, he paid for my tab, which obviously is pretty cool. He just had a lot of problems, and unfortunately fell under the category of some more than others. So.
I remember we used to have like family Christmas parties. The adults would always make the children have a little have like a talent show. My family would always say, okay, Jay, now it's your turn to do Elvis. And I didn't want to do Elvis. I was a shy little kid, you know? But I just didn't want to do it. I was just too shy in front of people, you know?
hammered. Hammered.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I'm saying? We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know,
How do you want world peace if everybody hates the king?
would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. You can't see the tears are real, I'm crying. Caught in a trap, I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know? Caught in a trap, can't walk out now because I love you too much, baby. Caught in a trap, I can't walk out because I love.
I hate to look like Brad Pitt, ladies and gentlemen, but I just do. Life is short, my friends. Life is very short.
I told Jay what I tell to all of my students. If you don't know somebody in the industry, your career will be a complete waste of time. But he didn't listen.
Have you ever made a film or directed a film yourself?
Can you say that again?
Have you ever made a film or directed a film yourself?
Who hasn't?
New York City, big city of dreams, but everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, but I'm down by law and I know my way around too much.
I think everyone wants to be rescued.
Life is like a race, you know. You gotta keep running until you get to the finish line.
I consider myself very lucky that I have many things to still want to live for, that I need to finish before I die.
Things aren't as happy and beautiful as we're brainwashed to think.
The pain that you can and will cause, I think, sort of outweighs the pain that you're going through.
Some people they can't make it all the way. Some people just can't make it all the way, you know.
And the lesson for me in it really was that it's harder and hardest for the people who are left behind.
It's no solution.
That's the best part of this, is I don't have to be afraid of anything. I don't gotta be afraid of dying in a car accident. I don't gotta be afraid of dying in a plane crash. I don't gotta be afraid of dying from some stupid ass heart attack, death, bullshit, because my cholesterol's too high. I can just die, not give a shit. I just think that the world, you can't do anything because somebody's going to sue you for being in the background on this movie, and they'll sue you for anything. I don't like it. All the movies that I made are just backup plans. I never got a chance to make the movies that I really wanted to make because the money always fell through. Hold that thought. Bartender.
It became all too clear to us that our subject was becoming our friend. We were all enjoying each other's company, and Doug and I felt we could no longer, in good conscience, allow Jay to pursue the course he had chosen. Off camera, we approached him and urged him to stop doing what he was doing, and that he should continue at all costs to try to get his films made. As he turned his back to us, he said in true filmmaker fashion, "I hope you guys have enough footage," and then he stumbled away. That was the last time we ever spoke to Jay.
Up in the policy can be used to, say, put a down payment on a second home, maybe help pay off some of your son's college education. And in the meantime, and of course this is the name of the game, your family would be completely taken care of should anything ever happen to you. Right. Well, I can definitely send out a prospectus on that. Hold on just one second. This is not cool, man. Not cool at all. Damn it, Doug. How'd they let you in here with this freaking thing? This ain't cool, man. It's where I work.
Sorry. Watch out for the camera,
Well, just
man.
get out of here, man. This is embarrassing.
Okay, relax. It's just...
You relax.
I can't believe you work here.
Well,
I just can't believe... You're so corporate.
yeah, well, say what you want, Doug, but it beats making another low-budget independent film that no one's ever gonna see.
So my brother calls me up and he's like, you know, around Christmas time, he'll call up and they'll say, he's got a 3-year-old daughter, like 3.5-year-old. He'll call me up and he'll say, hello, Santa? Yes, this is Kurt, and I wanted you to know that I have Madeline here and she's not being a very good girl. And I'll be like, you motherfucker, I am not gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie to this little kid about Santa Claus. And he doesn't even answer me. He's like, okay, Santa, I'm gonna go bring her up to the phone. I want you to talk to her. And I'll say, Kurt, I'm not gonna do it. I am not gonna do it. I'm not gonna play your game. And he'll be like, okay, Santa, I'm gonna put her on the phone. He acts like he's not listening to me. And then all of a sudden, this cute little voice gets on the phone. Hello, Santa. And instantaneously, hello, Madeline, this is Santa Claus. Have you been listening to your mommy lately? And she'll say, no, Santa, I haven't been listening to mommy. Well, if you listen to your mommy, I'll bring you what you want for Christmas. And instantly, I'm a fake too. And I hate myself.
Why do you think the relationship didn't work out?
Because I caught him wearing my panties.
The C stands for, holy crap. You forget each time.
Oh dear God. Well, that's cold.
But he did.
Some people do so badly after they do praise.
Listen, I'm not doing Passion of the Christ here.
I'm not either. I don't want Passion of the Christ. I want Passion of my nuts. Yeah, walked right into that one, America.
If you're, what in the fuck?
There's more efficient ways to live too than drinking. Drinking's inefficient in general.
No, I want you to, when you give me that answer, make sense.
I did make sense.
I have to tinkle. Sip. You loved him, didn't you?
He had a huge penis. Huge. Larger than life.
Thanks. I'm gonna put that in.
So I decided, what the heck, I'd come into Green Vision. I fucking hate the movies.
He was going to be a surgeon.
Cut too many little lambs, but you're close. You'll get it. I know you got it in you. Come on, go again. Go again. Come on. He dissect this stuffed lamb, this little lamb, this little lamb. You got the lamb down, but then you told it 80 times.
Okay, go ahead. Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, ready? And because that's the trick. Oh, my film was well received. Oh, everybody loves it. It's well received. Oh, really? How much money did it make? Oh, well, it didn't make any money per se. I hate movies. Movies suck. Why did I ever choose this business? Any John Q's around? Hmm? Oops, I guess I'm revealing my mean drunk side. Fuck. I think it's empty. Time to go to a bar. Doesn't it feel like yesterday it was fall, it was winter, and today it's spring? It like happened overnight. Yesterday the trees were barren. Today they're full of life. It's breathtaking. It's the circle of life. Am I right?
I ain't the brightest man. I agree, John. John was telling me I'm stupid. I'm not the brightest wheel. I ain't the brightest spoke on the wheel. I ain't the sharpest tack on the Christmas tree. I'm filled with metaphors. I got lots of them.
Documentaries suck moose cock, and I'll tell you why. Because a documentary can skew the story any way it wants to go. You're a nice young fella.
Thank you.
I hope you are you a married man?
No, I'm
oh, well, I hope you make a young lady very happy one day.
So do I.
We all have opinions. This is human nature. You know, 2/3 of the people will not like you anyway.
Really?
So it's a fact.
Really?
It's a fact.
I don't know that many people that dislike me.
Or maybe it's 1/3 of the people.
All right.
That's
I'll go with that.
1/3 of the people don't like you anyway. So 2/3 of you're never going to please 1/3 of the people, and you have to know that going in. For me, it's more like 50% don't like me. But I'm at peace with it. I really am.
Oh God, every time I look at myself, I want to cry. Look at the bags under my eyes. Oh, I've had such a tough life. I wish he would have shut up about a half hour ago. I really do. That's the other side of me talking. This part of me really likes to hear myself talk. This side really wishes he would have shut up an hour ago. I really wish he would have. Oh, shut up. Stop talking to him like that. I think everything he says is genius.
You guys may get tired of watching me, but one way or another, I'm going to get it done.
I have a very nervous stomach, and I have for many years. And I know parents today are very busy. Both parents work, and I understand because it's tough to make a living. Believe me, I don't make one. I figured maybe if I could educate the children of those parents who the parents just maybe let them slip through the cracks a little, how to properly use a toilet in a public facility. Society would be better in general. Situation number 1. Oh my God, I'm in such a rush. I have to take the mother of all pisses. While you're peeing, you made a little mess. You left urine on the seat, but you didn't poop. Well, here's what you do, kids. You take this stuff, it's called toilet paper, and you know what? You wipe your urine off the toilet, because after all, it's yours. No need to be afraid of it. One of my big pet peeves, I walk into a public restroom facility, and I look at a big pile of shit. And you know what's good about a big pile of shit? Nothing. So just please flush, and when you're done, you just close the lid. I would like to leave behind toilet etiquette. My parents, like I said, were divorced and didn't get along very well, but it was my little sister's junior prom or senior prom, one of the proms. And I was working in town, and I remember I drove home, and outside of our house was my father's car and my mother's car, a sight a divorce victim doesn't see often. And I think the thing that if I were to say I'm most proud of in my life would be I walked in the home and I said, Mom, Dad, I'm home. And they both fell out laughing, which I thought was pretty good. That's the only thing I'm proud of in my life. On that note, I hear so many stories about how people die of intoxication. And like I've been drunk for, a few weeks now, or a couple weeks, whatever. And it's like you say, have you had fun? Of course I had fun. Like for 20 minutes a night, I have a lot of fun, and then I have a lot of misery,
So what's your relationship like with your parents?
Very good. They'd be upset to know what I'm doing.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Last week.
Think you'll call them before you finish?
Yeah, I'll call. It doesn't matter. It's like if I get killed in a car accident today, or if a car jumped the rail and killed us all right now, we're still dead.
So where were you guys yesterday?
Oh, we took the day off and wanted to watch your films. All of them. All three of them.
And you watched them?
We watched them. I liked them.
You liked them?
I did like them, yeah.
Why aren't you like a distributor? Why aren't you the head of Paramount? You enjoyed them, right? They were.
Yeah, I thought they were unusual. I thought they showed passion.
I thought they were unusual.
Yeah. And they
But
had quality that.
but were they watchable? Did you enjoy them? Did you have fun from beginning to end?
Sometimes they were serious. You know, we didn't just laugh the whole time.
Well, sometimes life is serious.
Yeah, right.
So sue me.
No, I really thought they were.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, I know you. Hi. Hi, do you remember me? I met you at Raymond's Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing? How are you?
I'm all right. That was, wow, it was like 3 months ago or so, right?
Yeah, I thought, yeah, okay. And so what are you doing? What's up? How you been?
I'm good. Just on my way to work.
Yeah. Do you want to go grab a drink or something?
Oh, you got a beard though, huh?
Yeah, it's very itchy. But,
How you doing?
I'm great, man. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. But
That's good.
so we should go. You want to go get a drink or sometime? Maybe if you're busy right now.
You know, I've really been on this like no drinking thing lately, so I think I'll pass. But
Well, you look great.
Thank
You look
you.
really good. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Well,
So you going to work?
yeah. So you take care of yourself, huh?
Yeah. No.
All
So
right,
we
right?
should. You wanna change or like exchange
You know what,
numbers?
maybe I'll see you at Raymond sometime.
Okay.
Okay. You take care of
All right.
yourself. All right.
All right. You look great.
Okay.
Okay. Take care. When I'm drunk, I do this a lot. Kind of make that noise. I don't do that when I'm sober. When I'm drunk, I always go. And what's that all about? I love Nick Doug laugh. Sons of bitches.
What do you think the critics would say about you when they see you in our film?
That I was self-indulgent, that your main character is self-indulgent and he exploits alcoholism. I don't know. Who cares what critics say? Hello? Hello? God. Oh, sole mio, come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling.
Do you think your family has any idea what you're doing to yourself?
I don't know. What does anybody's family know about anyone? You know, they know how they raised you till you're 18 usually. Be mine. sing tonight. And my family doesn't know me. For tomorrow, it might be too late. It's now or never.
Do you think when they watch our film, they'll understand more about you?
My love won't. I don't know, they'll be disappointed probably that I'm such a mess and they didn't know it. I don't know, I don't want to embarrass anybody, but she made me laugh. She made me laugh. This is water, by the way. Of course, I never got anyone pregnant. That may be because I have a very low sperm count. We're not sure yet. I've never been tested. I wish I were never born. Oh, yeah. You guys have helped me none. Zero.